Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising, life has given you so many fucking lemons that you are an expert at making lemonade. And I feel like for a good while, you get to just lean back and enjoy the fruit of your labor and sip on that shit. Alexa, play Lemonade by Beyonce. That's the vibe. You get to just coast. We're in a fellow water sign season. You know how to operate, you know how to navigate this tide. So just breathe, relax, receive, let it come to you. Pluto is still chilling, gonna be chilling for the next 20 years in Aquarius. Mars is now direct in Cancer. Granted, he's not happy there, but he's at least direct and moving forward. So grab your shit, we got stuff to talk about. Come on. Yo, what's up? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Pisces season 2025. Hydrate, light it if you need it. As I create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Pisces season 2025, baby. Woo! As I said before, Pluto is still getting, settled in, acquainted with Aquarian energy. He'll be there until 2043, so there's plenty of time. Mars is now direct in post-retrograde shadow phase. And so there's something about like sitting back and reviewing. Not reevaluating, reviewing. And receiving information, allowing yourself to receive, allowing yourself to move forward, allowing yourself to feel your feelings, allowing yourself to feel love and optimism and nurturance and sweetness. You may have a really special relationship that's forming with somebody with Cancer, Aries, Scorpio, or Aquarius placements. Possibly Leo too. Ooh, maybe Libra. I said Libra, but I meant to say Leo. But yep, Mars showing up. I'm telling you, I feel like stop fighting. Stop like anticipating the fight. Stop like expecting the other shoe to drop, because if you stay in the place of expecting that, the other shoe will certainly drop, and it'll drop at the most inconvenient time fucking possible. So we have the experiences we expect. And I know that for the last 15 years, you've been kind of getting your ass handed to you in some sort of way. But we've talked about this for the last couple months, last couple seasons. You have to get reacquainted with hope. You have 2:22 on the clock. Not acquainted. This is the time for you guys to start getting masterful with hope. Paying attention to the signs, the synchronicities, the wonders, really listening to your body, really listening to how you feel, not just doing the Mars thing and just keep on trucking and pushing through regardless of how you feel. It's really important for you to deeply connect with your feelings, to process your past, to establish roots, to reevaluate the roots of some of the shit that has taken root. Do you want that to stay in your garden? Really also healing stuff with the parental units. I feel like a lot of that stuff could be coming up to the surface. Specifically mother wounds right now, nurturance wounds, wounds around care, health care, being taken care of, taking care of yourself, taking care of other people, your relationship to your mother, to caregivers, to like mothering, your concept of mothering. A lot of that stuff is coming up to the surface, but I'm ready to dive in. So I hope you got your shit as we welcome in the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Pisces season 2025. Breathe, relax. You done already made the lemonade, you might as well sip on it, you know? And understanding that things aren't so black and white. Understanding you need the balance, you need the, there you are. First card out, Queen of Cups. With that special goblet that you got, sit there, fill that bitch with lemonade and sip on it. Relax. Reacquaint yourself with the true emotions that you feel. A new foundation in the realm of your emotions want to be established. I just saw 444. Keep seeing 444 on the right path for sure. You are supposed to be in your feelings. You are supposed to be sensitive. I feel like your intuition is really heightened. And first thing to clarify on the Selenite throne for Pisces season 2025 is your relationship to your fucking emotions. There may be somebody else with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements playing a big role in your life. You may be feeling really sensitive or creative. I feel like you need to do something about that sensitivity. You need to do something about that creativity. Your intuition may be heightened. I also feel like with the Queen of Cups coming out, you'll be knowing. Y'all be fucking knowing. And you need to lean into trusting that more. I also feel like you have something special. Some of you have not taken enough time to yourself to like really figure out what your passion is, what your drive is, what you're motivated to create or launch or initiate. But there's something here about tapping into that creative energy and really like figuring out what's special about you. You need to acknowledge the gifts that you have. I feel like there's something that you have that nobody else has, and you need to be the one who is aware of it. Not everybody else pointing it out to you necessarily, though you can access your friends and talk to your friends and get clear on, you know, what they think that you're like here to do, but you need to get clear. You need to talk to the God of your understanding. You need to be in connection and communication with your higher self so you can get clear on what you're here to do, so you can start doing that. I do feel like this is a time to start getting really clear about what you're passionate about so you can start correlating your passion with your purpose so that you can start to create passion with purpose. For some of you, I'm getting that like there's an entrepreneurial thing that's coming up or starting. There could be a new entrepreneurial idea for those of you who are already entrepreneurs. Those of you who are working for someone else, I feel like there is some like bing, like some aha moment around like a side hustle or something that you're able to do that does involve a passion and that you would be very, very good at. It's just time to focus on that so you can talk to the universe about getting the order of operations. So you can get really clear on how to turn this idea into action and that action into a plan, that plan into a purposeful business. That's not for everybody. Not everybody was meant to work for themselves, but I do feel like, you know, eat the meat, leave the bones. Take what resonates. But there is something about it's time to start developing your creative ideas. I feel like you may be feeling very peaceful or feeling more at ease than you have before. I feel like with the Queen of Cups coming out first, it's like first and foremost, you need to give yourself grace. Extend yourself some grace. Extend yourself the opportunity to process everything that you've been going through. Turn the fucking TV off. Turn the news off. Tune out from what's going on in the world, because it's stifling your creative energy, stifling your spiritual energy, and I feel like you need to be in a very specific place of flow. It's time to get in flow. Cards are being real reticent and intentional with you guys. The Wheel of Fortune popped out, but it didn't like pop out. There we go. See, I told you, there's a fucking business I feel like available for some of you. There is something here about turning a passion into a purpose. And really focusing on your feelings so that you can get really, really clear about embodying this creative state. The Empress is the creative state embodied. She takes ideas and inspiration and musings and turns it into tangible things. And so there's something there about getting into your creativity bag. But in order for you to do that, your self-worth, your concept of your self-worth, your concept of your capabilities, it's time to lean into that. And also, what did we just say about the mother wounds? There could just be something there about being really kind and sensitive to your mother and learning how to talk to them. And for those of you who have a mother that has passed on or transitioned, I feel like there's something there around letting this, you can still connect to her. You can still connect to that matriarchal bloodline. I also feel like for a lot of you, the work that you're doing this for your bloodline. You're not just doing it for yourself. Make sure you're not doing shit just to please your parents, or to please like a mother-in-law, a father-in-law, or like you need to make sure that you are being you. Okay, Five of Cups coming out at the center of the reading. There could be some like regrets, remorse, some heaviness from the past that's coming up to the surface. And I do feel like it is around the themes of your current concept of your self-worth. Some of you have really, really shitty self-esteem. And like, that's not your plight in life. That's not meant to be like your lot in life. And so with Pisces coming, Pisces is a season of I believe. Pisces is a season of unconditional love. I just saw 1101. I feel like there is a spiritual, emotional, and creative reset that's coming in. And it's important for you to pay attention to what's going on. Next card is the King of Pentacles. 2 court cards out. All right, let me just take all of them. And the final card is the Two of Wands. I like that. With the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, because that was the last card that came out. This happened for Libra too. All of Libra's cards came out at once. So with the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, yeah, there's something here about, yeah, you're different. Yeah, you're the black sheep. You're supposed to be. Some of you may be experiencing, I feel like, conflict in regards to your self-worth, which has led to conflict around money. Where in life are you self-sacrificing? Where in life are you taking the brunt of the storm? Where in life do you need more alone time so that you can really like get clear about what's going on? Where some of you are feeling left out in the cold. Some of you, there could be stuff about getting fired or getting laid off or having to fire or lay someone off. But also about trauma bonds, abandonment wounds. There could be these themes of the ways that you take the brunt of the storm, the ways that you spearhead things. Some of you may be thinking about like taking a demotion, or you have took a demotion, or you're thinking about doing something that you may not like just for a check. No. These cards that are out here are like, you got to get real clear about your value so that you can get really, really clear on what it is that is going to generate value. What feels valuable to you? What is your current concept of success? We got to talk about this Five of Cups. Some of y'all are like, I don't want to make lemonade. You know, I'm just sitting here stuck looking at all these damn lemons. I don't know what to do with them. And if you're in that place, or if you find yourself experiencing like harshness or heaviness in some sort of way, I feel like it's time to get honest about that. There's some sort of like emotional or spiritual bridge to cross. I do feel like this has something to do, specifically like a mother-in-law or someone who is like in a maternal role that may not necessarily be connected to you in some sort of way. There could be grief or remorse or some like shitty things that were said, shitty conversations, an awareness that maybe they don't like you the way that you thought that they did, or there could just be a sadness that I feel like is tied to your mother, the mother's bloodline, your concept of femininity in general, your reproductive organs. Some of you, there could be pregnancy that's going on. There could have been a miscarriage. There could have been some kind of like, why can't I, conceive, or what's going on with that? There could just be uncomfortable conversations around your womb or around womb wounds. WOUNDS. Womb wounds. And this could be stuff that happened in utero for you. You may not even have like a full recollection of it. Some of you are regretting conversations that you've had. This may involve somebody with Taurus or Libra placements. There's quite a bit of earth out here. Well, including the bottom of the deck, there's 3 earth cards out. But like if you look at this, there's some, I just keep feeling like regrettable. Like I feel like you will regret staying in your current state of self-worth. You will regret not doing the shadow work. You will regret not understanding that you're supposed to be BFFs with your shadow. Specifically you. As a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, like you and your shadow need to be like this. Solely because of Pluto, and you have that, like, because it's like you got in the VIP section in hell, you know what I mean? Like, you guys are supposed to have the willingness, the gumption, the like fearlessness within you to like go to those depths, bargain for your soul, come back up, transform yourself, versus doing that for everybody fucking else. You have to do it for yourself. And once you do it for yourself, I just feel like, damn, all of a sudden you start to see tangible results in your reality. Like getting to maybe a new tax bracket, or getting a raise, getting a bonus, feeling established, feeling really structured in your life, feeling like you got the money, you got the time, you got the energy. I do feel like there is a big focus on your physical health in Pisces season, making sure that you're not escaping or drinking too much or smoking too much to numb things out. For some of you, there could be these wounds around like a third party situation or polyamory, or feeling like cheated on or lied to or deceived in some sort of way. And I feel like you may have tucked this away. This may have happened years ago, and it's just now coming to the surface because Mars is in Cancer. And Mars is bringing up feelings from the past, is motivating you, forcing you to deal with that shit, to face it. And so there's some sort of emotional or spiritual uncomfortability. There is some kind of heaviness that's on you. And I feel like Pisces season has your shadow wearing you, versus you kiki and haha bestie BFFs with your shadow. Because the shadow, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. This is just an unfamiliar source of power, an unfamiliar source of fuel. And instead of it wearing you, it's just, there's something about you luxuriating yourself in it. Like imagine if the Empress was wearing, if this dress was black, it's a different vibe. What happens when the Empress encounters the 5 of Cups? She transmutes that darkness and merges it with her light, and creates a new outfit, creates a new wardrobe, creates a new lifestyle, creates a new concept or a new type of creativity. And I feel like you're kind of being asked to do something as well, like transmute wounds into wisdom, transmute this like trauma into triumph. Period. You have the capability to do it. But there is something about consistency and diligence, and like you can't just want it, you have to work for it. And I feel like you guys have amazing work ethics, but a lot of you apply that work ethic to making someone else's dream come true versus yours. And the Two of Wands is like, yo, you could be in this King of Pentacles energy very quickly if you would start making different choices. If you would start to realize that it's time to take the road less traveled, you have the world in your hands. You have everything that you need in order to make this important decision. But it needs to be a spirit-based decision. What you do in life and who you pair with, those are spiritual decisions, not logical decisions. And so it's time to figure out how to make a spiritual decision. And that requires getting still, getting quiet, and familiarizing yourself with the sound and the sensation of your spirit, which only happens in stillness and quiet. Stillness and silence. It's important for you this season. So you can get in the underbelly of your emotions. You can really get to the root. You can figure out what the fuck is going on and why it's there. I do think you need to be social in Pisces season. You don't need to, and I don't mean going out to the bar and getting fucked up. I mean, you need to hang out with people that love you, that encourage you, hang out with people that motivate you, that inspire you, because there are some opportunities and you are being like divinely supported. I mean it, to like make a different life, to choose different things that will lead to a different life. Some of you may be thinking about not just traveling, but changing jobs or moving out of the country. There could be international travel that's coming up. I feel like learning stuff from traveling, like processing a lot of the wisdom or the insight that came in from you, getting outside of your comfort zone. Be sure to check out that Pisces season astrology video that has all the important astrological dates in there, and it's just a cool read. Also, we're going to clarify all of these cards over on the Patreon plunge over there. There's all kinds of astrological content. There's a tier for daily readings as well. Come join my ethical cult. I'm not going to give you any weird Kool-Aid, I promise. But we are going to try to turn water into wine. Alchemy, baby. Anyway, for free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything, TikTok at JustJEverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. All the links are in the description box below. Let me zoom out a little bit. Some of you have somebody with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Taurus or Libra placements in your life that is acting as a maternal figure or acting as like a parental figure. And I don't think that they want to be in that role anymore. So you need to make sure that you're not making your partner your parent, or that you're not parenting your partner. Be careful of that. Because that shit's not sexy. And at some point you're going to want to be viewed as sexy. Not I'm stuck with this all day. Do your part. Make sure that you're not putting that on other people. There may be somebody with Taurus placements that you need to be creating with. Taurus or Libra, I'll say, or Aries placements that you need to be creating with. And I also feel like some of you are having a creative block, and it's because you're refusing to touch your uncomfortable emotions. You're refusing to like look at the anxiety, the depression, or maybe you are looking at it, but you're just medicating yourself or not doing anything about it. This needs to be harnessed into creativity, into you into you generating, incepting something. Is that the right usage of that word? Anyway, there's both of these cards are Taurus cards. And so I do feel, and Taurus is a sign of I have. Taurus is all about value, work ethic, family. And there's something there around the way that you've prioritized that, or how you're prioritized, like the hierarchy of your priorities. I feel like there's a lot of money on the table. There's a lot of opportunity to make more money, but you're here or here. And I'll show you a little bit of the plunge. Underneath the Five of Cups is the Hermit. And I think that's what you actually need. Quiet time so you can get clear about what the ambitions are, what the plan is, what the vision is, and then apply your energy into making that plan, vision, goal a reality. And it will require hard work, boring times. With the King of Pentacles coming out, like, it's time to get masterful about your money. It's time to get masterful about your energy, about your time management, your energetic budget. And that may not be the most exciting course in life right now. That, like, it's not the most exciting path, you know? And so there's something about, who cares if it's exciting, brick by boring brick. I need to start getting established, feeling accomplished. What makes you feel accomplished, or what do you want to accomplish in life? Don't sit around and wait on it, or don't sit around and be sad because you haven't made it yet, or you haven't gotten where you're supposed to go yet. No, it's still time for work. It's still time to put shit in, like to put the fucking money where your mouth is and do the damn thing. This will require willpower. Absolutely. The person with Taurus placements in your life, I feel like it's time to collaborate with them or get instruction from them. Get some kind of like help from them. So about how to be consistent or pragmatic or practical or methodical. And then you can leap, then you can jump, then you can take initiative. The person with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, I feel like, is very much so squirreling, very much so aware of their options, very much so like seeking fun, enjoyment, spontaneity. And that may be very, very different from where you're at right now. And so don't get caught up with the friends that just want to like go out and party and bullshit. Don't get distracted by the people who are very, very focused on them and not very focused on you. This is a time to buckle down. And it feels like an earth season reading, you know, but I feel like it's funny. I was just telling you, you need to like lean back and enjoy the fruit of your labor, the labor that it took to make all, you know, for you to make that damn lemonade out of the lemons that life has given you. But I think that it's time to change your perspective on what like work is. It's like, yeah, sit back and relax and enjoy the lemonade that you've made, but while you're sitting back and relaxing, it's like, I'm relaxing, but I also am taking the time to plan my next move, taking the time to like experience or draw in the next phase, of life. Hydrate. These heavy ass emotions that are coming in or are finally being felt, finally being processed, I feel like could actually end up making you some money somehow. I don't know. Eat the meat, leave the bones. But there's something there around, what are you choosing? Are you going to choose to be sad and just stay and just stagnate? Or are you going to choose to really turn your lemons into lemonade and build a fucking lemonade stand and sell some? You know what? That was it. You gonna sit there and sip the lemonade, or you gonna make a fucking lemonade stand? You can do both. But it's time to do something with that. And Mars is now direct. That energy, that drive, that motivation is coming back. So you're going to sit back, kick it, drink the lemonade. And while you're drinking the lemonade, creating the business plan for the lemonade stand. Fuck yeah. I love you. Let's get fucking into it. I'll see you over on Patreon. All the links are in the description box below. Let's go. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.